Thanks for staying with us at STL Live. I'm Sarah Bernard, and my guests are Helen Chesnut and Mindy Hyde of the Susan G. Komen, Missouri affiliate.
That'll work.
Okay, we don't want to say foundation because that's the national organization, and you're just working for us here in Missouri, so we're going to keep it that way. Mindy, let's talk about what I assume is the largest fundraising event. Is that correct for you guys this year?
It is, absolutely.
The race coming up.
We are a year-round affiliate, but the races definitely brings in the most funds for our mission. So we try to get as many people registered as possible. Registration is open now, and the race is Saturday, June 10th, downtown. All of the information is on KomenMissouri.org for registration and things like that, but we can always help with that as well.
Okay, so rain or shine?
Rain or shine.
Rain or shine. Okay, and let's talk about the race itself, because I've participated in this before myself, and I know that we get a lot of survivors, a lot of family members of survivors. We have people who are in treatment right now, and we just have people out there supporting the need for more research and treatment options for women in our community. So tell us about the race particulars. Is it a walk, run? How far is it?
So it's a 5K, which is 3.1 or so miles, and you can walk, or we also have a timed run. So the timed run is just like any other timed run. You have a chip in your bib, and you run over the start line and finish, and we do have awards at the end. But you can do the 5K walk, or we also have a 1 mile fun walk. So you can kind of still get that experience of having the huge crowd in front of you and huge crowd behind you, but then you can kind of take a detour and finish up in a mile instead.
Yeah. And it is one of the most fun runs in St. Louis, I think, because of that camaraderie and that spirit and
real sense of community.
Yeah, it really is. And you know, there's groups of people that are there together supporting maybe a sister or a friend who's undergoing treatment or has survived, or in memory perhaps of somebody, and it is neat, it's special.
Right.
So Mindy, so you are the chair, you're a volunteer.
Yes.
And Helen, you were telling us in the last segment you have a staff of three total, so we need people like Mindy. So what inspired you to volunteer for this role? It's a huge job.
So I went to the race with my mom and a few of her friends years ago, 8 or 9 years ago, I think. And it was such a moving experience that I wanted to help. So I started volunteering, honestly, for everything except the race. So I had done all of the extra things that we do throughout the year, and somebody said, you should help with the race. So I joined the steering committee and started with registration. So I worked quite a bit with the registration group. We have lots of committees that make up our steering committee as a whole to plan all of this. So,
and what a great opportunity for leadership for you and to give back in such a big way to St. Louis and to all of us women and families and here who need to benefit from this information that we talked about in our last segment. So Helen, how important are the volunteers? I mean, obviously important, and what opportunities do you have for other volunteers?
We have, for the race, it takes over 700 people to put on the race, from beginning to end. On race day, we use a lot of volunteers. Some people do not, and we have volunteer opportunities where people can sit, you know, that maybe they can't do the walk, but they would really like to give back. So there's sitting jobs, there's lifting jobs, there's running jobs. There are many opportunities, and you can go on to KomenMissouri.org and sign up to volunteer at one of the many race opportunities, but also throughout the year.
Yeah, fantastic. So lots of ways to give back, whether it's your time, your
talent, or your treasures.
Yeah, just get out there and run in June and just be a part of it.
Just be a part, because we can't do the mission without events like this.
So let's talk, let's recap before we take another break. What is that mission? What is that big goal that you guys are working for?
Our big goal is to reduce the mortality rate from breast cancer by 50% by the year 2026. It's attainable, it's huge, but it's attainable. And how do we do that locally is to make sure women realize there are services there in our community through community partners that they should not go without a mammogram.
Right, there you go. I mean, it's easy, so do it.
Yeah.
The 2017 Greater St. Louis Race for the Cure will be held downtown on June 10th, with registration opening at 6:30 in the morning. And for more information on the Susan G. Komen of Missouri and the Race for the Cure, visit KomenMissouri.org or call 314-569 $3,900. There's more STL Live after this. Stay with us.